Story time. Here is an example of why you can never ask for too much from the universe. Why no request that you have is too ridiculous or too out there or too much. A few years ago, I quit my job because I felt burnt out and I just couldn't do that job anymore. And I resolved that the next job I wanted would involve me working as little as possible while getting paid well. And obviously, when I told this to people, they would look at me like I had lost my mind. At the time, I was so burnt out that I did not see any other option than to get a job where I didn't have to work much. So I actually called up a job agency and I said to them, "Hi, I am looking for a job where I don't have to work much, but I get paid well. Can you find something for me?" Over the next few weeks, I sat in the park and took calls from recruiters who one after another would call me and be like, "What about this one?" I'd be like, "No, too much work." "What about this one?" "Too many hours." Until about a week later, I actually got a call from a job agent to tell me that they had found me a job where I didn't have to work. I would have to do the absolute bare minimum. And that is what the client wanted. And when I went in to meet the directors of this company, each one of them said to me, "Are you okay not to be working the whole time and not to be tied to your chair, to be able to go out, get coffee and just pretty much be on standby? Do you have other things to do in your time? Do you have any side projects that could keep you busy?" Because they said to me, the last person they had employed was really naggy and annoying and kept asking them for more work and they couldn't give it to her. Long story short, people may tell you that what you want, what you desire, what you need is ridiculous and that nobody is going to accommodate that for you, just like they did with me. Everyone's like, "You what? You want a job that you don't need to do anything but you get paid?" And I was like, yes, this is like my baseline. This is what I need to keep my sanity. And in the end, I got that. I got to work for an amazing company. These people absolutely treated me like a queen. There were a bunch of high-powered businessmen who bought out companies and sold them, and they treated me like I was their daughter. They looked after me. They were lovely to me. And every time they didn't need me, they would literally come up to me and be like, "Go out and enjoy the sun." Once I rocked up to work and they were like, "It's Friday and it's sunny, go home." And I still got paid. So there is no request too big. There is no request too outrageous. And as I heard another amazing influencer on here say, I think her name is Florence, she's amazing. But she says, unless you are having people say, "Who does she think she is?" you are not pushing the boundaries far enough. You are not going as far as you can go. Whatever that need you have, whatever that desire you have, irrespective of how ridiculous it sounds to other people, I'm telling you now, it is possible. You get to make up your own rules. There are no set rules. You get to make them up and you get to have everything you want, no matter how outrageous it sounds to other people.